And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. Important to make a splash in hostile territory. What a sight, a sky-high perspective of the beautiful city of New Orleans, where we're bringing you action tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports. DA, it's all...
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, DA, thank you. I'll see the stat sheet here for Brandon Ingram.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight. Here we go.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with Ball. And it's Adams in at center. George looking over the floor. Offensive rebound. Ibaka misses in close. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
Here's George following the score by New Orleans. Another shot. Ibaka, no luck.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Ingram kicks to Bledsoe. Here's Williamson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Can't fall for this. Once Zion has you jumping, the rest is easy.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And both free throws good for Williamson. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Now here's Leonard. A 35-point game for him in the win against Chicago.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Now Ingram. Paul George missing from long range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Ingram, following the basket by Nicholas Batum. The drive by Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And here is Los Angeles now. The Pelicans make their last shot. Leonard, no luck. Mr. Williamson. And Adams kicks to Williamson. That shot off. Great D that time from Batum. Clippers trail by 6. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. And here's Leonard from 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
Beverly against Ball. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. There's the foul against the Clippers. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
An unselfish young guard. Lonzo Ball takes pride, in my opinion, of success of others. Probably why his teammates love playing with him.
Lou Williams is checked in for the Clippers. George finds Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Something that's really evolved for Ibaka. The ability to absorb contact while maintaining control.
Bledsoe taking his time here. And that one's good. Williamson's got 10 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
It's stolen by Adams. And oh, here we go with Bledsoe. Nobody back. And the jam by Bledsoe.
I mean, he looks like a running back in the open field. Bledsoe likes to take advantage of fast break opportunities.
Now, here is Ibaka. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago, and it's Leonard missing.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
No good from Bledsoe. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 7. Williams for 3. And that one is off. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team. Ingram passes to Williamson. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Paul George.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Williams kicks to Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Leonard with the steal. And they get it. Some solid defense from Ingram.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Just an all-around stellar team effort. Everybody on the floor was communicating exceptionally well.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Now here's Williams. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Chicago.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the D. His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Williams passes to Kennard. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
Pass to Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Kept alive. Here's Zubac. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Williamson right side. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
With the reputation of a highlight reel dunker, Zion's always ready to put on a show.
Clippers trail by 12. Here's Jackson, and it's good, 2 points.
so good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Pass to Bledsoe. It's Ingram on the wing. And another three for New Orleans.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so here are the Clippers. They get a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. The Clippers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Williams with the ball, now guarded by Ingram. Here's Zubac, and he uses the glass on the layup. Zubac has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ball banked in off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball. They aren't as fun.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
So for the Clippers right now, we've got Patrick Beverley. Marcus Morris is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 2 guard. Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers. Now, here's George. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Kennard. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's George. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut back down to 6 after the bucket from George. Ball dishes to Ingram. Out left to the wing. Williams in double team. Outside, Ball. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
So for the Clippers, Batum comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in for Morris. Clippers trail by 7. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
And it's Leonard at the elbow.
We're seeing the two-way talent of Zion, and he's only going to get better. Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Hernan Gomez is checked in for New Orleans. Reddick comes in for Lonzo Ball. Pelicans leading by 5 to the right side. Here's Williamson. Oh, the power of that Pruden.
Zion just overwhelms the competition. Unstoppable here.
Here's Beverly. He dishes it to Ibaka. Beverly against Bledsoe. Beverly feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. It's tipped and stolen by Williamson. Reddick for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Ibaka's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. George, no good. New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Bledsoe with the stop.
This is just one of many areas where Reddick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
Clippers trail by 9. Los Angeles calls timeout.
It's sort of a hired gun. Reddick's been a premier floor spacer in this league for a long time.
Listen to these numbers, GA, for his career. He has shot over 40% from 3. One season, he hit 47% from beyond the arc. And I can tell you, that is a tough mark to hit. And over the years, his incredible range has just become more and more valuable.
Here's George. The Pelicans make their last shot.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And there's the pass to Bledsoe. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Ingram kicks to Hernan Gomez. Williamson double team. Ingram wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And George, here we go. That one drops for him.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Williamson right side. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
That free throw good from George.
And PG, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. Over in the corner, Williams. Off target with his 3. Pelicans leading by 8. The feed now to Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Bledsoe's got 16 points.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Williamson with the block.
The timing and reach on display. Zion is unreal at coming up with rejections.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for George. Here's Leonard. To the middle, here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little Deeper with the hanging finish. Clippers trail by 10. Jackson looking around. Good on the shot.
Breakdown by the defense there. Jackson, a solid mid-range shooter. You like to push him out further.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 18. It's Ingram on the wing. Bledsoe passes to Ingram. Misses the three.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
He's very long and slender frame, Brandon Ingram, but very effective at attacking the rim.
Clippers trail by 10. 54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And Leonard gets it to go.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Ingram with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Ingram kicks to Bledsoe. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
Nobody near Williams. That three off the mark. Pelicans leading by 9. Ingram outside. Redick surveying the D. Fires the three. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. 6 points for him. Outside Williams. Los Angeles with another miss. It's been all about Eric Bledsoe for New Orleans. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. Eric Bledsoe is having one of those nights. He had 20 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
Well, it's a nice, patient offense they're running tonight. They're not forcing shots. They're waiting for the good ones. And as efficient as they've been, no wonder they're in front.
And Kenny, what did you think about the Clippers?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know Eric Bledsoe has been exceptional here, guys.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Clippers trail by 9. Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. Williamson out there with Hernan Gomez. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Here now the Clippers. And Batum kicks to Ibaka. Lets it go from 11. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here is Hernan Gomez. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's George. Leonard with the ball. Fires at the elbow. Jump shot is good. Leonard's got the first basket of the third quarter for Los Angeles. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
You know, as this game has gone along, his concentration has deteriorated. They've lost way too many possessions from him turning the ball over.
And George kicks to Beverly. Here's the teardrop. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. High goes Hernan Gomez. Kicks it out to Williamson. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
The explosiveness gets Zion through the contact. Defender didn't stand a chance.
That's in, and the Pelican lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's George. Good work there as it goes.
The versatility of George, a terrific two-way player who can also rebound it.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Leonard. That free throw good from George. It's a close game here in New Orleans. And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. Morris grinding on the shooter there. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Williamson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good.
So much pub for Zion coming into this league. I hope fans realize that it takes time to learn the NBA and to establish an identity.
George against Redick, and it's George finishing it off.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
An underrated two-way player. Bledsoe wows you with his offense, but he's also made the all-defensive first team.
Bledsoe hits them both. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside, George. The 19-foot shot, and it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you, the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Williamson with it. George picks him up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. But what we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
With the putback. And staying with the play, Ingram. Ingram's got 14 points.
And the length of Brandon Ingram is impressive. Nice job using it to grab the board.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The shot by George, wide open. Great positioning on the putback.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
It's Ingram on the wing. Outside, Redick. Right wing. Here's Williamson. It's good. Williamson's got 25 points in the game.
And once Zion refines his post moves, develops the right hand, I don't know how you're going to defend him.
Batum inside the three-point line. Misses the jumper.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 9-point game. Gomez against Zubac. Now here's Beverly. Not a lot of room. Tries from 7. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He has 6.
I love this about Patrick Beverly. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
Basket counts.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And the Clippers call time here. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Some changes for New Orleans. Adams, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And it's Lonzo Ball in for J.J. Redick. The Clippers also making some changes. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Batum. Jackson comes in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Good interior defense, but Lou Williams not to be intimidated, not to be denied.
Here's Ball. Outside for Bledsoe. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Williams with 3, and it's Ingram with the rebound. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-6 run, and that one's good. Williamson.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Baca comes in for Morris, and Kawhi Leonard comes in for Jackson. 1:51 left to play in the third. They double-team Bledsoe. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. From deep, Williams doesn't go that time. New Orleans will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
Awesome. Brandon Ingram typically isn't about the flash, but he showed it right there.
Clippers trail by 13. Pass to Kennard. Wide open. They grab their own miss. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The drive-by ball. The Clippers grab the miss. Ibaka's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. Pelicans leading by 11. Bledsoe passes to Adams. Ingram deciding where to go with it. There's Williamson with the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Williams inside the line. Here's Ibaka, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Ibaka's got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles. Outside, Ball. Back to Bledsoe. To the inside. Adams. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 6 assists now in the game.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Here's Leonard. 1 second left. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Los Angeles, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
Leonard hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Pelicans lead by 9. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So for the Clippers right now, Ibaka is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Williams. And it's Leonard in at the three. Shots good by Bledsoe.
And there are few with a more explosive first step than Bledsoe. Gets the angle at will.
And George kicks to Williams. Off target from three-point range.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Ingram against Zubac. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Again, New Orleans turns it over. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Williams. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 11. Here's Beverly. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Steven Adams picks one up.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him. Doc Rivers calls him the heart and soul of this team. You really wouldn't know what size he is because Patrick Beverly gives you toughness at that point guard position, and he's physical.
Both free throws good from Beverly.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Ingram with it. Leonard's there, and slam dunk by Ingram.
He's on a roll. Brandon Ingram believes he's one of the best scorers in this league, and he is showing it tonight.
Clippers trail by 11. Pass to Ibaka. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot. And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That'll be a 5-second call.
In the second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Batum kicks to George. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. And the New Orleans Pelicans with another turnover here. Clippers trail by 8. Outside Leonard. Lets it go from the wing, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Just keeps racking up the accolades. Kawhi's been an all-NBA first-teamer, a finals MVP. You think he smiled more.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Just a sloppy quarter of basketball. Turnovers now becoming an issue.
George passes to Batum. Good D by Williamson. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Yeah, the lead dwindling quickly here now as the turnovers have robbed them of their momentum.
Here's George, and it's good for 2. George has got 23.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Batum wide open, he fired. No good from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Free throw, no good for Williamson. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his 5th foul. Clippers trail by 8. Leonard the pass to Beverly, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Ibaka looking for an opening. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Gets the bucket and the foul. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taking advantage of what the defense allows.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
That's good from Bledsoe. Clippers trail by 6. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Yep, it counts.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Nicholas Batum. First one falls for him.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
Great job there to make this a 2-possession game.
George, no good.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And here are the Clippers now. It's a 5-point game. Passes it to Ibaka. Back to Beverly. He kicks it to Ibaka. Here's the 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Stretching the floor for Ibaka. This shot's become second nature.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Williamson left side. Back to Adams. Takes the 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's all evened up. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Easy to be excited about Zion Williamson. His future is bright.
The Clippers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Williamson and the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And the Clippers call time here. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
Good decision to regather. Talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Teron Lue's huddle. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
There's that rare combination of power and athleticism. Hard to stop Zion without fouling.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Los Angeles on D. Trailing by 2. For 3, Ingram.
You know what Kawhi brings to the table defensively. He can switch 1 through 5.
The shot by George, no good. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's Adams on the follow.
He remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
Now Leonard. Outside for George. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3, and the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Leonard.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Williamson double team. Great D that time from Batum. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Down low. Here's Ibaka. Williamson with the block. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. To take the lead. Here's Batum. It counts. And the foul. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Competitive, confident, Zion taking over.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes!
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Williamson, it drops. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Leonard attacking. Yes!
One thing about Kawhi, when he's driving, he eats up real estate fast with those long strides.
Here's Adams. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Los Angeles calls timeout. The score is tied at 103. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Now here's Leonard. For the 3. But they get it back.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. It's the... And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So the Clippers win the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with ball, and it's Adams at the center locking down the middle. And the dunk by Williamson.
Every night we see him, Zion has one mindset: seek and destroy.
The Clippers shooting 47%, pretty solid. Nobody near Leonard. No good on the triple. Pelicans shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. And finished off by Williamson.
How do you stop Zion on the drive? He's so agile for a player his size.
So it's the Clippers now. A 2-point game. And stolen by Williamson. Bledsoe outside. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Grady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And the Clippers call time here. Andrew Beverly is checked in for the Clippers. We play just over a minute here in OT. Zubac kicks to Leonard. The pass to George. The Clippers keep it alive. Here's Batum. And the shot goes in.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backboard.
Ball finds Adams. And the basket is good.
This is why Lonzo Ball was drafted number 2 overall. Elite vision and size.
Leonard looking over the floor. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans leading by 4. The drive by Williamson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
LA has gone 0 of 3 from long range so far in this overtime period. Up top, Leonard. He's covered by Ingram, and it's Leonard missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And nothing seems to faze Adams. Even when you get physical with him, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And finished off by Williamson.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Clippers trail by 8. Outside Leonard. And right through it goes. Leonard's got 32 points.
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
Here's Williamson. Here's Adams, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. They throw good, Adams. And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 9 points. Williamson with the block, but he gets it back. Outside, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
The drive by Williamson. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Here's Los Angeles now.
This has reached desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on. These are the fundamentals we're always talking about. Excellent bounce pass.
Here's Bledsoe. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Leonard attacking. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
This is what Leonard gives you. Reliable, productive, churns out positive plays.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Everly with the ball. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Money!
May not have the height, but Beverly has good length. A 37-inch vertical. Nasty.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 5. 11 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Guys, what's your take?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
From deep, George. No good, shot missing. So we see the Pelicans get the win here, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel